This week's Torah portion has within it one of the most fascinating characters in all of Torah. A negative, fascinating character. His name is Korach. Who is Korach? Well, Korach, on the surface, is a guy who's got it all, really. He comes from a very prestigious family, the Levite family. He's incredibly wealthy, wonderful family. Guy's got a good life. In this week's Torah portion, he does the unthinkable. He goes after Moses. As if he goes after Moses, the servant of God that comes into Egypt, 10 plagues, split sea, Torah, manna from heaven, all of it. He goes after Moses. What's his complaint? He says, Moses, you are hoarding power. Look at us. You can almost picture like the crowd behind him cheering in some rally. You can like picture the rally on the microphone. We're all special. Why do you have all the power? The power belongs to the people. You probably are cheering, yeah, down with the elites, right? That's what this parsha is. If you read it closely, it's like literally, it's a popularist revolt. At the end of the day, the Torah says he did something incredibly wrong. Are the people not special? Sure they are. So what drove Korach? And why didn't Moshe say, hey, wait, of course the people are special. Let me take this seriously. So the Medrash is something amazing. Listen to this. What caused Korach to now worry about the people? They didn't just come out of Egypt. Why now is he all of a sudden taking up the cause of the common man? And the answer that the Medrash says is actually what happened was his younger cousin, Elitzaphan, was just appointed a prince over the whole tribe. Let me give you a little family history. There's a man named Kahas. Kahas had 4 boys. Amram, Yitzhar, Chevron, and Uziel. 4 sons. Amram, his oldest son, had 2 boys, Moshe and Aharon. Makes sense. They were leaders of the tribe. Their father was the oldest, and their children. The next son was a man named Yitzhar. That's Korach's father. Korach said, hey, I'm next in line for appointment. The youngest son, Uziel, his son was given the appointment, passing over Korach. You know what caused Korach to create a revolt for the common man? It wasn't the common man. It was that he was insulted. The Torah is teaching us the most incredible lesson. You know, sometimes when we get like mad at people, we judge swaths of people. You ever feel like you've got an issue that you got to take on? Do you believe what they believe? These people, they're all the same. Oh, you're like that? In this country, in here, they're like this, he's like this. Can you believe this? They're all like that. You ever find people saying like big, huge statements? You ever have issues you're taking on against people? Where's that coming from? Because you want to really make a difference in this world? Or is it because maybe there's something personal that insulted you? Are all those people really bad, or do they threaten something about your own Judaism? Are all those people really off, or is that they bother you because there's something about you that's not fully secure? How many times in life are we threatened, insulted, and yet we project it on a communal issue? You see, Korach wasn't stupid. He knew that if he'd come to Moshe and say, I'm insulted, he'd be like, what do you, it's God. So what he did was he turned it into a communal issue. And he became the champion of a cause. When really, it was all about him. How many champions out there are really all about themselves? And we're learning this parsha because you know what God is telling us? This is inside every one of us. Everyone has a little Korach inside them. Everyone. Everyone, if we don't root it out, has a piece of us that makes problems out of personal insecurities. And when we are careful with ourselves and our own intentions, when we are able to see the Korach in ourselves, that's when we start to make a difference in this world. That's when the causes that we take up are just. That's when the moves that we make are pure. It's because we actually think of others. Try it this week. Try the next time when we disparage groups of people or when you judge somebody else. Ask yourself, do I really know them? Or is this really something that's insulting me? Because the last thing we should be with the strength that we have is to be a Korach. Our job is to be more like a Moshe.